A Southside rapper was killed this morning after a gunman armed with a rifle opened fire on his car.
But 31-year-old Tristian Hamilton was shot multiple times. According to the Sun-Times, he raps under the name FBG Cash. A 29-year-old woman with him was also shot.
February 21st, 2022, Tristian Hamilton, also known as FBG Cash, would add fuel to an already burning flame. From Chicago, he was a member of the Flyboy Gang, aka FBG of the SLT-EBT set, and was at odds with other gangs across the city, including the Black Disciples in the famous area Parkway Gardens, also known as O'Block and formerly known as Wick City. FBG Cash tried to make fun of Lil Durk, one of the biggest Chicago singers who was seen as a rival, by disrespecting the death of King Von, his close friend and non-biological brother. King Von had been shot and killed in Atlanta by a gang member known as Little Tim. When FBG Cash posts a picture of his painting with the middle finger on it, he will write, "Whole world witnessed yo main sniper get his shit splack." It was a risky game to play, but he did it anyway. March 18th, 2022. In his song, Computer Murderers, Lil Durk reacted to the rude act by singing the lines, "Sneaking pics by Von's mural like bro won't come out and spin." FBG Cash will keep making fun of Lil Durk and his followers by responding to the same rhythm and disrespecting the death of King Von.
Heard somebody remix back again. How you got to for somebody that ain't got no bodies yet? When Von got his clap, you had us thinking he was stressed, but he...
Taking shots at Lil Durk's late brother D Thang on his song Back Again twice.
Gangin' this bitch, about banging this bitch, hurt, I'll let brains with the flow. Look what happened to D Thang.
Getting there a few weeks before his sad death, FBG Cash was in a situation where bullets were sprayed into the car he was in. What's strange is that he would be in the same place a few weeks later. That would kill him. In a rare interview on the Drea O Show, Cash talked about the incident. If you're in a gang, going to the house of a female friend at 4:20 in the morning is usually a bad idea, because you could be set up. Plus, the female friend was seeing another guy, and he kept calling her as if he knew she was cheating on him behind his back. FBG Cash remembers.
I was at her crib at like 4:20 in the morning. I heard this left rap a lot. So I was sitting at her crib and shit. Then a guy kept on calling her phone. I'm calling. So I'm like, shit. She's like, oh my God, he steady calling. I'm like, who? He's like, my boyfriend.
The woman and FBG Cash decided to leave because the boyfriend had a key, and she was afraid he would come over.
She was like, I hope he don't come over here. So like my girl was sitting right here, but see when you got keys to your crib or something? She was like, yeah, damn, now you see, yeah, I forgot I gave him keys.
They got into her car. The windows were slightly tinted, so FBG Cash reclined the passenger seat to make it hard for him to be seen, she said. And they were off to his place.
I'm like, I went to my OG crib. I'm like, damn, take this down. So it was feeling like swole right here. So right here, if you touched it, I thought like, damn, that's a bullet in there. I'm like, that's a bullet.
It feels like fluid maybe, or scar tissue.
But I can't really say because I went over a tattoo, so nah, or it's fragments.
You didn't go to the hospital?
Yeah, I went right to the hospital. So I x-rayed this shit, it was like, it's not a bullet in there, it's like, we can see fragments.
I was on my way to my crib, but things quickly got worse when a woman said, "Oh my God, why are they always on me like that?" He thought she was talking about the police. At a stoplight, FBG Cash looked around and realized it wasn't them. He then turned back to his phone, when gunfire broke out, blowing out the back window, and they sped off. FBG Cash armed himself, and they drove to his house. It was only then that he realized he might have been shot in the arm. Luckily, a scan at the hospital showed that bullet pieces were stuck under his skin, so things didn't get much worse. I think she called someone 20 minutes later. Yes, in that situation, life was pointing out something that was going to happen. It was up to FBG Cash to change his habits and listen to the warning, but maybe pride led him to make the same mistake again, and this time, the attackers didn't miss. FBG Cash talked to fellow Chicago rapper Rico Reckless on video call around 4 p.m. on June 9th, 2022, about 23 hours before he died. Cash from FBG told Rico Reckless that he is in the rack, which is also known as Chicago. His friend told Rico Reckless that wasn't a good idea and that he should go back to Houston, where his music career was on the rise. FBG Cash, however, pulled out a gun called a Draco and told Rico Reckless that he was safe and loaded. Rico Reckless tried to talk FBG Cash out of his plan to walk through the streets of Chicago again, because he knew how dangerous it would be for him because of the rivalry in the city. He tried to convince FBG Cash, but failed. That was the last time they were able to talk.
He called me. I'm driving from Los Angeles to San Diego. When the Cash called. He, what's up, gang? What's up, gang? I'm like, where you at? He's like, man, I'm in Iraq. I say, when you just in Houston? He like, yeah. He pull out a Draco with a clear clip. Yeah, I'm in Iraq, but I'm good though. I say straight up, as a brother, as a friend, I say, man, bro, I ain't gonna lie, Scud. That don't mean nothing. Everybody got them Scud. Man, go back to Houston, Scud. They was showing you love out there. You was out there in the Rolls Royce. You was shooting your videos, and he was going somewhere. Even though he had to make hella diss songs, like, but he was going somewhere. Like, and I'm like, bro, get back to that good environment, Scud. Chicago snaked out before they back door. Like,
it was June 10th, 2022. The next morning at about 5:30 a.m., FBG Cash was in a car that was said to be a 2020 Ford Edge with a female companion. After driving around, the woman fell asleep while FBG Cash was in the passenger seat and a black four-door sedan pulled up. The attacker got out and opened fire, hitting FBG Cash several times as he tried to fight or run away. FBG Cash is said to have drawn his gun and returned fire before the attacker could get away. When police arrived at the scene of the killing, they saw FBG Cash's car parked in the middle of the street at 1627 West 81st Street, and Tristian Hamilton, also known as FBG Cash, lying face down in the grass. A woman had been seen there, sitting on the curb and bleeding. The area was immediately cordoned off, and traffic on that street was stopped. Videos would surface showing what happened. Paramedics were trying their best to bring a lifeless FBG Cash back to life while he lay on a stretcher in the grass. One witness said, "They're still trying to pump back dude. I think dude is probably still breathing." While another said, "He hit in the head, man. He's gone."
They still trying to pump dude back. I think dude probably still breathing.
He in the head, man. He dead.
The female friend who was with the FBG Cash was questioned by Officer Rhonda Regas, and she told what she saw happen after the shots were fired. She said she saw the suspect's car leave the scene of the crime. People headed from the shooting scene gave detailed descriptions of the person of interest as a black male between 5 feet 10 inches and 6 feet 2 inches tall. He was wearing black gym shoes, black jeans, and a black hooded sweatshirt at the time of the incident. Friends, family, and rivals heard about Cash's death.
Well-known Chicago area rapper was in a drive-by shooting early this morning in the Auburn Gresham neighborhood. 31-year-old Tristian Hamilton was shot multiple times. According to the Sun-Times, he raps under the name FBG Cash. A 29-year-old woman with him was also shot, taken to the hospital in serious condition. It is believed Hamilton fired back at the shooter. Police don't have anyone in custody, at least not yet.
A 29-year-old woman who was with him was also shot and is in serious condition at the hospital. It is thought that Hamilton fired back at the shooter, but police don't have anyone in custody yet. Rico Reckless would get the word out about what happened. The female companion was shot and killed in a car by FBG Cash, who thought the woman might have helped set him up. He also tried to take her out before he died.
And he died like 5 o'clock that morning. I had a conversation with him like 4 in the afternoon. He died 5 o'clock that morning. And like, I ain't liked it between me and you, but what come with like, you was loose as hell. You trying to ride around with in the rack. Come on, bro. Ain't no doing that, Scud. You know better. Like, these will set you up. They'll wet you up. But what I do respect this about Scud, they say that when he knew it was over for him, he looked at the and clapped that.
Unfortunately, FBG Cash was too involved in gang culture to change his life and continue his career outside of Chicago, which was dangerous. He was sad that the same thing that almost killed him a few weeks before took his life again. Almost 2 years ago, on Tuesday, August 4th, 2020, his friend and gang member FBG Duck was also killed on the streets. FBG Duck was a member of the rapper group the Flyboy Gang. The way things turned out wasn't good. There's no end to the killing and gang competition. The bodies keep piling up and both sides can only enjoy themselves for a short time because their friends, family, or brothers could be next. Rest in peace, FBG Cash.